Alright, it looks like I am live. We're doing some Skater XL, taking a little bit of a break. Oh! From some Call of Duty there. Wasn't doing too good on all those other maps that I'm not familiar with. So I thought I would get into this a little bit. Oh. Look at the chat and I get distracted. Come on now. I did this trick 10 times earlier, no problem. There we go. Hello. Ah, almost did it. Damn it. So far, so good. How are you doing? Oh, a nut slide. Did you see that? Let's take a look at that. Okay, so that was like way over here. That should be my new thumbnail. Right there. And then just... Oh. Anyhow. Let's see if I did it a bunch of times earlier, no problem. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Close enough. Good enough for me. Just kind of exploring. The map a little bit of downtown LA. Oh. Oh. Not so good there. I still have a lot to figure out about this map. Like, for instance, I didn't know that that was there. In the water. There you go. Mm-hmm. What was that? Come on, you can do this. Yeah, no, I need a little bit more speed. There we go. It was a little sloppy, but... the idea was there. We'll just teleport across. See where else I can go. On top of this building if I want. Oh, not quite what I was looking for. Here we go. There. That worked out all right. Yeah, I'm still just kind of cruising around, discovering the area. Because the map is, it's pretty big. Yeah, pretty relaxing game, that's for sure. A lot more relaxing than Call of Duty. I mean, I had a few, you know, decent matches there, but... when I was trying out new maps I wasn't familiar with, it was just awful. Just absolutely terrible. And I mean, I'd like to think with a bit of practice, I could get more familiar with the maps, have a little better situational awareness. That can definitely make a big difference. Oh. I guess we can't grind on that ledge there. That's interesting. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's not a, you can't grind on it. Oops. At least it doesn't seem like you can. Nope, you can't. Okay, it happens. It's not meant to be grinded. Let's go over here. It's a pretty decent map. Like I said, I do like it. There are some other maps that I've played that are smaller that I enjoy just as much. Doesn't always have to be like, you know, a huge map. Let's see what else we've got down here. Let's see what happens over here. Ooh. Okay. Nothing too fancy. Damn it. Let's try another map. I like the Easy Day High School. It's really nice. Such a huge map, though. I actually want to try the California House one, or the California Beach one. This is the skate park. It's the original one, but this map used to lag a lot. It still kind of does a little bit, but I think it's because I need to reboot my computer. Come on. Work with me here. There. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. That was almost a wipe. Where should I go to next? Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Ooh. Landed on the manual. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Oh. The streak had to end. Now, let me see if I can do this jump. Right about here. Yeah. Yeah, it is lagging a little bit, but that's not the game. It's my computer. I think I need to restart my computer. That is a possibility. Yeah, 2 people in here. Yeah, that's one thing I hate about computers sometimes. When they start acting funky. Sometimes there's just no way around it but to restart it. Oh. Didn't quite make it. Not getting enough speed for some reason. That's weird. From that distance, I normally have enough speed. I did turn down some of the physics to make it a little bit more realistic, so maybe that's why. Well, let's take a look at the statistics. Gravity can play a part in that. A little bit. Push force. Top speed. Okay. Just a little tweak. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I butchered that. This should get me over. There we go. There I go. Yeah, That makes a difference. Oh! I really like skating inside these, like, little pools. Some of my custom maps had some really nice pools like this, but none of the maps have been updated. So, I'm kinda... The hell happened there? Oh, that looked like it really hurt. That was pretty sweet. Nice. Okay, just go in. There. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I really like doing the pool. I just hope that some of the other maps that I have that had them get fixed soon. Oh. Because map fix doesn't work anymore. Which was literally something that fixed all the textures and everything. I mean, I could still play the maps, but they'll look awful. That's the issue. If only I could do these tricks in real life. That would be something. Anyhow. That's that map. There's no pull on that one. No pull on that one that I know of. Same with that one. Haven't been to this one. It's the Chicago one, I believe. Yeah, Grant Park, Chicago. It's a little foggy, this one. I kind of like it. It's got a different vibe. Let's try that again. With a little bit more speed. Man, this is definitely one of the most relaxing games I've played in recent memory. I might play some Ghosts of Tsushima pretty soon. Get a little bit more action. These skateboarding games are definitely not for everyone. Oops. There. Yeah, this map's not too big, but, you know, it's nice. It's a nice touch to have the fog. What does this jump bring us to? Oh. Almost looked like snow there for a moment. It's just rain. Yeah, it's just rain. Ouch. Let's try that again. There. When I play with the physics and I go too fast. Ouch. That's what I'm talking about. Plop. I'm wondering if there's anybody... Well, I mean, there's no one in here, but... If there's anyone I would know that's purchased the game on PS4 or Xbox that can let me know how the game runs on console. Because me, definitely gonna need to restart my computer. No, that was no good. Right about here. There. But I'll try Hudland again. I just wish they didn't make it a nighttime map. Just so it'd be a little brighter inside, but the textures are really nice. So it's not so bad. Oh, there. And then he goes flying. Oh, I had it. I thought I didn't. Bit of a janky mess there. Ah. Yeah, I could feel a lot of the stuttering. Definitely need to reboot. Should probably do that. I don't know if restarting the game would help. I find generally just starting the computer over again makes a huge difference at times. There. That wasn't so bad. Ah. You gotta be very precise with some of these moves or you're done. But seriously, I could just brainlessly play this game for hours and not even, like, think. And this map is a little small, but I like that. Because there's some big maps that are nice, they're cool, but I don't necessarily want to play on them for a long time. I'll have to definitely ask someone eventually that owns it on console what they think of it. I can't wait to see if it comes out on Switch at some point, which it is, I don't know when. Even if it's like 720p, 30 frames a second. Who knows? I think it would still be nice to have. Laying in bed playing this mindlessly until I go to bed. Oh, not too... Ah. There, passed out in the garden. Almost. Well, I think I'm going to switch games in a minute there. Play a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima. But I have to admit, I am starting to feel a bit tired. So I'm either going to play this for a few more minutes. Maybe play a bit of a Ghost of Tsushima, it's hard to say. Oh, too bad you can't do a dark slide. Oops. That would have been crazy. Like in Skate 3. Seriously, what the hell was that? Well, for the couple of people that are in here, do you guys rather see this or another map? Or some Ghost of Tsushima? Because I am kind of tempted to play that game. I've been playing it on lethal, though. It is really difficult, though. Like, really, really hard. It makes it a lot more fun. It's just so hard. It pretty much puts it in Dark Souls mode. Oh, that looked painful. Let's take a look at that. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That could be a funny thumbnail. Look at his leg. Oh, that looks so awkward. Oh, shit. That's the pose right there. That's the next thumbnail. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm thinking ghosts, too. Just don't expect some, epic gameplay just because... It's hard. Sorry, I'm, like, really tired. It kind of just hit me out of nowhere about 10 minutes ago. I was playing, and I was like, you know what? I'm fucking tired. But I've been up for, like, 12 hours already, and I'm only on, like, 5 hours of sleep. I've been streaming a lot today, and I do find that draining mentally. Because you're always, like, needing to talk, and if nobody's watching you for hours on end, which I happen to have a lot, you have to just find a way to just keep it going. Keep it going. When there's people talking back and forth with you, naturally, that makes it a lot easier, because then you're just responding to them. Otherwise, you're just responding to yourself, and generally there's medication for that. Would help if I changed the input on my TV. Yeah, I have everything maxed out in Ghosts of Tsushima. We'll see how this goes. Do you own this game? Q&A news? It's a lot of... Well, I mean, goes without saying it's a lot of fun. This and, you know, like The Last of Us Part 2. We've had a few treats on the PS4 in the last couple of months. A couple of really nice exclusives. I mean, I'm not bored yet. I only play this game a couple of hours at a time because, well, I mean, I do other games. Wow, I'm really tired. Yeah, I'll play this for a couple of minutes, do some battles, just kind of get a feel for it, and after that, I might actually take a nap. It's like I said, I've been streaming on and off for like 12 hours, and oh, it hit me hard. Hey, Phil, nice meeting you today. Watching the excavators. Greg, how's it going? Welcome. So he's someone I just, randomly bumped into there when I was walking, cruising around town. We'll see what this question mark is. Greg, do you happen to play this game? Do you play console games at all? Or mainly PC gaming? Looks like Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, and I've even gone as far as saying the taboo. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's just something about the colors, the wind, the music. Maybe it's the Japanese touch, really. Maybe that's probably just what it is. The fox. We still don't know what the fox says. Oh, okay. You don't play much, yeah. What would you say are your top games that you play? Like overall, I know there's like World of Warcraft. There, we'll pet the fox just because, you know, he brought me somewhere. I just hope he doesn't bite me. That wouldn't be good. Ah, Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I play that on PC. Yeah, WoW, Diablo. Oh, yeah, yeah. I love Diablo. Have you tried Wolcen? Lord of Shadows? Is that what it's called? Wolcen? What an epic failure that was, in my opinion. Like, I gave it a decent go. I played a good couple of dozen hours. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't a Diablo killer. This ain't gonna replace it at all. Not even close. Yeah, don't bother. It's a huge disappointment. But yeah, these graphics are pretty crazy for a PS4. I'll tell you that. Age of Empires is a great game. I still, once in a blue moon, play the third one. Yeah, Path of Exiles, yeah. I mean, I never got much into it. But yes, it's a good game. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Something tells me those are good people. I don't think those are people that are trying to kick my ass. No, they're not. Is that coming? Diablo 2 Remaster? I used to be that dick. Was it Diablo 2 or Diablo 1? Where I used to play or kill people. I would lightning bolt them. I would hack their character. Not like hack as in like take their stuff, but yeah, I'd make them go naked. Oh, okay. Yeah, Diablo 2 would be cool. Diablo 4 I'm excited for.
And heard screams. By the time we got here, it was too late.
They must have killed each other.
No. It was the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance.
Spirit?
You know some of the tale, but not all.
PS4 Pro. I don't give a crap about 4K. I'm one of those weirdos. I like HDR more. Sounds good, Greg. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi.
One lord was taught their family secret, a deadly technique called the Dance of Wrath that could cut through any foe's defense. The Dance of Wrath found its greatest master in Lord Tokiyasa Yarikawa. Though beloved by his people, he resented Clan Shimura's power. Desperate to seize control,
I can't skip it anyways. It's just like a side mission. It's not like anything major that he's saying. I should have known better.
Dance of Wrath technique. But with Clan Sakai's aid, Shimura put down the rebellion and executed Lord Yarikawa. Before he died, the traitor vowed to avenge his conquered people from beyond the grave. Now they leave offerings to his spirit at
nothing left to drink.
In old Yarikawa's ruins. They beg for their enemies to die, and the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance answers their calls with the Dance of Wrath.
When do I get to talk, eh? That's what I want to know.
These men were killed by that spirit.
They were merchants known for cheating their customers, profiting from deceit.
So someone prayed for their deaths.
The shrines overflow with offerings to the spirit, begging him for bloody retribution.
How do I find these shrines?
People burn a handful of straw and flower petals to make smoke, so the spirit finds their prayers. Look to the sky, my lord.
It's pretty cool, though, with the voice acting, because it's pretty good. At least I think so. And no two voices are the same. They're not just, like, recycling the same people to narrate lines for 10 different NPCs.
Yarikawa's people haven't forgotten your clan's role in their downfall.
That was a long time ago.
Not to them.
Alright, wrap it up. If you want to keep talking, get your own live stream going. Alright. Yeah, no, so it's not that I don't like 4K. It's just, I don't, really care for it. Yeah, it's a lot of babble. It's kind of weird because when I live stream, not that I'm an expert at it, I mean, sometimes people want to get an impression of the game, and that's what I generally do when I play these games, is I showcase games so that people can have an idea as to whether or not this is something that they might want to buy. And I got distracted with, no, see? I'm going in the wrong direction. Whether or not they should buy it. So the cutscenes might be boring. Well, not boring, but I don't know. That one was just a side mission. It wasn't like a main story cutscene. Search old Iroquois for white smoke. Well, there's some white smoke here, unless that's fog. Great, I'm going to be running in a circle now. Looking for smoke. Do you get a camp, house, or property in this game? No. Where the hell could this be? Well, we'll just, whatever, walk around a bit and see what happens. Yeah, so the thing with 4K, sorry, I wanted to get back to the 4K thing. Why I don't care much for it. It's because it's a massive performance hog, for one. And I would rather play 60 frames a second on 1080p versus 4K, say at 30 frames. I don't find straight 1080p to 4K to be like, wow. And don't get fucked up now. A lot of people that'll say, bro, man, it's so huge, the difference. I beg to differ. Because when you're comparing 1080p to 4K, are you comparing it without the HDR? Because most 4K comes with HDR. And the HDR alone is abso-fucking-lutely monumental. You could play 1080p with HDR and compare it to 4K with no HDR, and I guarantee you would go for the 1080p with HDR over the 4K non-HDR. I guarantee you. Well, with seeing further away, that's render distance, though. That has nothing to do with resolution, no offense. What might happen is because it's so crisp, things are less blurry in the distance. But that's just straight up draw distance, though. Like, this game's draw distance is insane. Well, that looks like that could be smoke over there. Let's go check it out. So yeah, I'm not saying it's crap here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, with all due respect, a lot of people compare 1080p to 4K, but they're not doing the straight comparison. Because, like I said, a lot of 4K TVs have HDR, a lot of games have HDR. And if you just do the comparison side by side, I'm not saying the difference isn't there. I'm saying I don't think it's worth the bang for the buck. I don't think it's worth the power. Like, I have an RTX 2070 Super, an i7 6700, 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, I just blew recently $900 effing dollars on a graphics card. And I can barely run Red Dead Redemption 2 on Ultra at 30 frames. Which it's smooth at 30 frames. I could run it at 60 if I drop it down to medium. But could you imagine if I wanted to play that at 4K? Huh! I'd get what? I don't even know. I don't even want to know. I'd have to put it on, like, yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't work out well at all. Yeah, and then the bigger the TV, the better it is for the 4K. If you have anything under, what do they say? Under a 32-inch TV, it's kind of arguable as to whether or not you're going to notice it. Again, I'm not saying it's not there. This is not what this is about. I just don't feel it's worth the price, is what I'm saying. I'd rather just silky smooth 60 frames, beautiful 1080p. I mean, look at this game. This is a fucking console game. Look at that render distance. I mean, this game just runs amazing.
A shrine to the spirit of
And now we're talking about 8K already? I'm like, are you kidding me? We can't even get fucking most games at 1080p at 60 frames. I still struggle sometimes in certain games. There's certain Assassin's Creed games I still have to put on I still have to put on a 30 frames per second lock if I want to play my games on Ultra again, right? And then if I do Ultra 1080p versus medium or high at 4K, I'd rather the Ultra at 1080p. So, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. If I could get 4K at 60 frames, if I could, with HDR in every game, I would donate a testicle to get the funds to build a computer that could handle 4K 60 frames with HDR. But we're not there yet.
Someone asked the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance to kill you.
Why would they do that?
He's a Mongol spy. Sneaks off every night for
But
hours.
it's true.
Won't say where he goes.
Find me a guy or a girl right now on this planet that can run Red Dead Redemption 2 on Ultra 4K 60 frames.
Make him confess, my lord.
I'll explain, but not here.
Anyhow, that's why I'm angry, because yeah, the 4K, the HDR is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, like as a combo together, oh yeah, it makes a difference, there's no doubt. I saw a rare LG television that was 720p, but it had effing HDR. You would have been surprised how nice it looked still. It looked pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. I was almost tempted to buy it. Because I use a 43-inch 1080p TV, and I don't like 43-inch. I find it's just a little too big because I find like my head, like my eyes, like you'll see me, like I literally have to scan around. I don't want to have to do that. It's a beautiful TV. It works great. It's half a decade old. It's super thin. Great quality, great colors. There's almost no uniformity issues with the grays, the blacks, and the whites. So it's really good for that, but who knows, maybe someday in the future. Like the PS5, for example. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. The PS5 and like the new Xbox that's coming out and all that. Do any of you, I'm talking as if there's 100 people in here. Do any of you know if the PS5 is going to support 4K natively? Is it going to do 4K at 60 frames? I find that hard to believe.
I can't believe they prayed for my death.
You should be more concerned about
Why is he
me.
jogging?
Unlike the spirit, I'm real.
But my lord, I've seen
That was like a weird jog.
Where?
on the road. 3 bandits tried to rob me. The spirit cut their throats and vanished.
Like when the PS5 comes out, I'm wondering if I should
This is where I come at night, my lord.
maybe get a new TV, but I don't know.
Who's buried here?
I also don't like big TVs is the other thing, like I said.
We were close. But his wife and family were at the camp.
Yeah, so what I'm kind of hoping for the PS5...
I understand.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. 4K 30 frames. Again, let's do a quick thing with the couple of people that are in here. What would you boys and girls prefer? 4K 30 frames?
Go.
Or 1080p at 60 frames? I know which way I'm going. Definitely the 60 frames at 1080p. I just don't think 1080p is obsolete. And when you're doing first-person shooters and stuff like that, even 100 exactly. I would even go as far as saying I would rather 144 hertz. But that still draws like a crazy amount of power as well. Again, it's good for eye candy. I think it's good for, especially with the HDR. But again, like I said, I gotta do this again. Why did I have to pick this mission? Fuck. Because now I just have to run in a circle and look for smoke. Oh, you would rather the 4K at 30 frames? Yeah. I mean, 30 frames isn't... It's playable. I play a lot of games on 30 frames. My Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, on Ultra's at 30 frames, and it runs good. It's kind of like I call it a smooth 30 frames in that it's rock solid. There's no dipping or nothing. So it doesn't feel sluggish. Is that the word? Because when you play 60 frames and you drop down to 30, I mean, you can tell the difference. But like I said, I still can manage. It doesn't bother me as long as there's not a single frame dip on the 30 frames. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even know what frame rate this game is running at. To be perfectly honest. Sometimes, like, when I move the camera around, I was like, it feels like it could be 60. I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to finish this damn mission. The ones where you gotta search for something in a big circle can be a real pain in the ass. If I play at PC, closed view setup, I always prefer 1080p. Yeah, 24 to 32 inch monitor. Yeah. Maybe if the bandwidth TV, so if I prefer 4K big TV. Yeah. It is a 30 frame per second game. Is it? Really? You sure? This is 30 frames? Yes. Thank you for saying that. Sorry. I have to interrupt the game. I mean, I'll keep walking around there. I'm telling you this right now. There are two kinds of 30 frames a sec. I don't give a shit what anybody says. There are two kinds of 30 frames per second. There's a 30 frames per second that is just so smooth that I'm telling you right now, you can move around like this and it's slick. And there's some other games that are rock solid at 30 frames, but they feel like I don't know, it's kind of weird. And it feels 30 framesy, and it's just yuck. Well, I know some people sometimes get a little bit bored because they want the pew pew and the bang bang. How long have I been playing this game? I haven't killed anybody yet. Different people look for different things out of streams. I try to please everybody at the same time. Yeah, if this game is only 30 frames, my good God. But then again, I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Red Dead Redemption 2 on Ultra, Extreme Maximum, on my PC with an RTX 2070 Super. But I lock it at 30 frames, and it's beautiful. It's very playable. 30 frames on base PS4. Well, I got a PS4 Pro. Let me take a look at something here. Oh, okay. Well, better frame rate. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's 60. Higher resolution, see? Screw that. Better frame rate, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get 60. It could just mean that you're more likely to have a solid 30. But yeah, but it's not telling me that it's 60. Right? Don't please everybody stay with your characters and people who enjoy the way it is still, and there were a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like I said, sometimes the gameplay's just slow. That's just the way it is. Oh, that could be the smoke right there. Yeah, I just get stressed out because I get it, you know. I'm not the best at gaming. I got a big mouth and I can talk and talk and talk. I can talk better than I can play video games.
Message for the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance.
Who's texting me now? Anyhow.
The Mongols enslave our people. They can't
Yeah, so I
harm
don't
the
know if it's
shield
60
far
frames
from
on
the
a
shrine.
Pro.
Destroy them.
Either
This
which
is
way.
unified.
I've played Red
Separate.
Dead Redemption 2. Well, then again, I have a PS4 Pro, so I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just know that if the game is well set up, well optimized, and you play 30 frames... No, my mistake. It is on frame rate mode. So it's a super stable 30. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. We live in a world in 2020 where even on a PS4 Pro, getting 60 frames on 1080p is not always doable. Nice.
Shieldman. It took impressive.
I am blown away that this is 30 frames. Do not knock 30 frames. None of you. Until you try a good 30 frames. That is insane. But I'll still say it again. If I could play this game at 4K, 30 frames, this smooth at 4K, or 1080p at 60, I'd probably go for the 60.
Let me out! Please, my lord!
Calm down. I'll free you.
That'll be $5, please. It's all about options, right?
Tell me what happened.
I like that people can pick what they want
Through them all.
with the PS4 Pro. Do you want better resolution, better frame rate?
Who were these people with the Mongols?
They're the ones who sold me to them.
You're free. Go.
Thank you.
Get out and keep it down before I put you back in the cage.
The spirit moved on. Perhaps to another shrine.
Do not make me look for another effing smoke signal. So help me God. Yeah, those missions there, where are they? No, not those ones. Well, the ones with the blue icon, with the big blue... Yeah, I'm not doing those again on stream. They're always about having you search for something in a big, massive circle. I almost said unridiculous. Can you believe that? So unridiculous is unreal and ridiculous at the same time. It's unridiculous. I just don't really care to do it, to be honest. I don't... I mean, I could try it. Well, first of all, it's dark. Oh, no. Fuck. It's dark in the stream. Let me finish this. Fucking smoke again. I also don't know how much more time I have in general. Like, just in general. But, yeah, let's just kind of figure this out. This better be the last one. Because I can't fast travel. I want it to fast travel to advance time. We're definitely not going there right now. I mean, we technically could, but... Oh, there's smoke all the way over there. No, get back on the horse. There we go. Yeah, once I finish this, I'll try the resolution mode for a second. It could be... like what's called like 4K checkered, but I mean, I have a 1080p display, so... Ooh. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going into combat territory here. No, that looks like it. Are there
Another shrine to the spirit.
Are there enemies here?
If there was a message here, the spirit already claimed it. A battle close by.
Well, that's good. There you go. Some action. The moment we've all been waiting for. Am I going in the right direction? I am. Okay, good. Wow, that was quite the scream there. What do we got going here? Well, first of all, I gotta get down. I hate that it's nighttime. Can't see jack shit. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just not aggressive with finishing it like I was The Last of Us Part 2. Only because I kind of seem to have gotten into streaming again. Then Skater XL came out. I'm working on a montage of killings in The Last of Us Part 2. Trying to make it, semi-entertaining.
Too late. The killer's gone.
So I've been wasting a lot of time. Find a way into the home. Well, you better... Oh. Wait, this home? Well, that wasn't too hard. Just squeeze underneath.
Been living here for a long time. Offerings taken from the shrines to the spirit.
I mean, I am excited to finish it, but...
Written by an educated hand. But the words are nonsense. Something about Lord Yarikawa.
Oh, I really liked it, because The Last of Us Part 2... It did something.
Clan Yarikawa.
It tested your morals. Because everybody was, for obvious reasons, we were all invested emotionally with Joel and Ellie's journey.
Worn by a samurai of Yarikawa.
So when Abby comes in, kind of ruins the party, if you will,
For another shrine offering.
and then everybody gets angry. What the hell's this butch bitch fucking around with our characters? How could they do that? It's called a reality check. Life is not a fairy tale that always has a happy ending. Plus, everybody was getting mad at her as a character, and it's like, can you blame her? Joel killed her fucking dad. What would you do in her shoes? The same fucking thing. And Abby actually showed a lot of restraint as well, too, like as a character now, obviously. Abby, in some ways, was actually a little bit more mature than Ellie. Ellie could actually learn from Abby. Ellie's heart went dark real quick. And for rightful reasons, but so did Abby, right? And, I did too. It took us for a surprise. We weren't expecting it. And it showed you a different perspective. People were mad at Abby because we didn't grow emotionally invested in Abby. But I think they did an amazing job by getting you. No, there's no spoil. You don't know what happened. That's why I don't like discussing games. Because I don't know what people know and don't know. And if they don't know, then hopefully they just weren't really paying attention. But anyhow, Abby, at least for me, she gets you to care about her side by the end of the game. You know? It's like Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't want to get into that now, but how long did I have to wait in Red Dead Redemption 2 before I could play the game post-game? Get it? Because wink wink, nudge nudge, in Red Dead Redemption 2, you play a different character in the end than you did in the beginning. Right? And then and I finished the game pretty quick, and I was posting on YouTube. It was my first game on my YouTube channel. And then I'm like, at what point, how much time has to go by before that whole spoiler thing's out the window? And then by that point, it's just too bad, so sad. If you don't know the story by then the hell with you, no offense, right? But Joel was selfish. He's betrayed people. Don't forget what he did. Don't forget what Joel did. He prevented a cure that could save millions of people just to keep Ellie alive. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of us would have done the same thing if we had a kid, and that wasn't even his real daughter. And he was willing to do that for her, but at the expense of at the lives of millions of people just to save one, which is why Ellie even got pissed off at Joel, right? Well, that's kind of how I look at it, but then again, I started talking about a different game. Like I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, but I'm talking about a completely different game, and I just kind of out of nowhere talked about it. I could see that maybe being like, oops. But yeah, if you're watching a stream or watching videos on the specific game and then there's a spoiler, it's like, well, you know. Anyhow, I'm having a hard time finding this. I gotta look for more white smoke. I'm not even kidding. This better be the last one. So anyhow, I thought that they did a good job, like I said, and I think Ellie, her character grew, you know, near the end. And Abby showed more restraint, more maturity, more growth. Because she suffered the same fate as Ellie, right? So... And for Abby, that was her actual, like, real father. But everybody got so bent out of shape, okay? This is ridiculous. People got bent out of shape. They got so angry because, well, life sometimes isn't always, like I said, doesn't always play out the way we want it to. And people were actually threatening the in real life voice actor for Abby. It's like, are you kidding me right now? People were threatening her? You stupid dyke bitch. And just saying like the rudest stuff. And I was like, wow. You know, she was just narrating the lines to a script, right? You know that Joel and Ellie aren't real people? But people, I tell you, when you screw around with their story, it's like their baby. You don't mess around with that, apparently. She got death threats galore. It's just ridiculous. Like, absolute madness. And I thought I was crazy. Like, really. Certified crazy. Got the papers to prove it. Well, there's crazy, and then there's, like, just downright evil. Because you could be crazy. That doesn't mean you're violent, you know? Well, there's that, too. There was the double reason, because she was, like... Actually, I don't even think that woman was bisexual. Now, Ellie was. Ellie's bisexual. But Abby isn't. Abby's just, well, pardon my language, she's a bit on the butch side. She's built, she's got big arms, probably bigger than most people. And people didn't like that. Well, I don't think any virtual character's hot. Yeah. So you have a blonde, butch-like woman who wasn't a lesbian. Not that that matters, but it could have to some people. So she's heterosexual, but she's butch-like. And she messed around with your favorite beloved character. That did not sit well. Oh, she's probably a transvestite or transgen... And then people are just trying to call her every name in the book. I'm like, you do know it's a fake character, right? Like, it's just crazy. Like, they're insulting the character in the game, but it's not a real person. It's a game. But there are reasons for her being so... Well, she worked out. It's do or die. She was tired of being weak. So she worked out. I didn't think, like, for a character that she looked that terrible, to be honest with you. I think it's some insecure men, to be quite honest with you, that felt threatened by a fake virtual character who just so happened to look, you know, a little on the strong side, if you will, because she was, she had some muscle. Not like bodybuilder, but definitely in that direction.
Another offering to the spirit.
In my country, there are people who attacked antagonist characters. Yeah, it's so dumb. Well, that's what being paranoid, delusional, and all that kind of weird stuff. where you or schizophrenia, you know, not to make fun of that, because I've known people that have schizophrenia, but they can't separate fact from fiction. But that gives them no right to be violent, though. Yeah, training for her vengeance. I mean, when you're stronger, you work out, you have a little bit of extra muscle, it makes a difference. It makes life and stuff different. Like, I jog every day. I'm not training for a marathon, but I run as if I am training for one. And let me tell you something, breathing's a lot easier. Walking, going up the stairs is a lot easier. Not that it was difficult before, but it's just that much easier. I can carry much heavier items around up and down the stairs. And I can't even... You gotta be kidding me. I'm still looking for stuff? And it just makes things easier. So yeah, so her character, it made sense. She was just into that. You know, again, character-wise. I don't know what she looks like in real life. She's just a voice actress. But yeah, they decided to have her a little bit more, you know, on that side built. And like I said, people just went berserk. I saw some of the tweets. Like, I actually saw some of the tweets. The developers of the game had to make an official statement. Like, it was really bad. Oops. Yeah, next time I'm not doing these types of missions. They're called Mythic Tales.
Tell me where to find the Garden of the Gods.
You're close. Look for the statues of our gods. Created
Half hour later. Now I'm close.
Watch over the garden.
But yeah, overall, like I said, it was a decent story. I liked it. It's like anything. Some people like something, some people don't. Some people like the color red, some people don't. I've said this a bazillion times. You just can't please everyone. No matter what you say or do. You're going to insult some people. You're going to appease some people.
Statues of the gods.
That's just the way it is.
A shrine. No spirit. This note's addressed to me.
7 of these missions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the different Mythic Tales, that's right. I'm just never, ever streaming another Mythic Tale.
So you're the spirit.
Let me guess, it's a duel that I gotta fight.
The wind that stirs the ashes.
People who act like that, we can't do anything much. Maybe the best is we try to understand them, although it's really test our patience. Yeah.
No one survived. This is a land of ghosts.
These are so slow. Well, I mean, I personally don't mind them, but this entire... I was playing skateboarding, and it's like, oh, let's do some Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe people want to see a little more action. There ended up being no action so far.
Not everyone. Some forgive.
The rest weep for revenge. I will bring them comfort.
Yeah, I believe in the supernatural. Absolutely. And I'm not ashamed of it. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. Calm down. Whoa, we just met.
You're fast.
You never should have come.
So just so people know the importance here. It's on lethal. Like, this is insane. And the parry, the dodge, everything, the window is much shorter. See that? It's like two hits and you're dead.
I see how you move.
Yarikawa is your grave.
It looks like it will be after all. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I mean, I could just put it on easy and... Yeah, ghost spiders. I'm glad those don't exist. Oh, I got distracted. I could have resurrected. I may have to drop the difficulty, to be honest. A boss on lethal is... Plus, you can't block those attacks.
You never should have come.
Yeah, piss on that.
Last. Vengeance.
While it's on lethal. And then, you know, not to make excuses, but I'm talking, live streaming, I get distracted. I don't give a damn. I have no shame. Much easier to parry now. If I die on this... There, see? See how much easier it is on easy? And then I barely took any damage.
I see how you move.
Daddy
See how she hit me? Look at my health. I barely lost any health. Because it's on easy. Perfect parry again. But that's what I love about this game. See, another perfect parry. Couldn't do that on lethal. Because again, your window of opportunity is gimped.
I know how to defeat you.
No, you will die.
You are
Huge difference.
great warrior. You let rage blind you
Oh
to
yeah,
the truth.
there's easy,
Chance of
medium,
belongs to me now.
hard, and lethal. Now, I gotta readjust my chair here again. I talk about this a lot, and I repeat myself a lot because it's important. Are spiders as big as dog? Yeah, forget that. Never noticed the people in the background. Oh, yeah. What's amazing about the lethal difficulty in this game, you know a lot of games what happens when the game's harder. Enemies hit harder, they take longer to kill, and all that stuff. Not in this game. This game, they did it right. When you play on lethal, which I think I put it back on now. Yeah, back on lethal. Not only are the enemies more lethal, you'll die in 2 hits, you are also more lethal. You can kill people in just a couple of hits. So it's a true high risk, high reward. It's not just like, oh, let's quadruple their health bar and make their attack damage triple, you know, the damage output, and but that's it. I hate when they do that. I was blown away when they did that to this game, and I found out that it made you more lethal as well. I was like, wow. Hate games that make hard mode superhuman or super spawn rates. Oh, yeah. I just find that this is a healthy balance. You can really pick your poison and... So I guess I did finish it after all. Yeah. Let me see something here. Yeah, let me go down that way. That's a little camp. I'm not gonna talk to her. She's, that's Yuna. That's actually the person that saved you at the beginning. For those that are curious. So she's a huge character. If it wasn't for Yuna, you would be dead. Because when your uncle got captured, she's the one that came in to rescue you, and she didn't even know you from a hole in the ground. Mind you, she had ulterior motives because she wanted you to help her out as well. But, you know, whatever. She still risked her life, though. Yeah, so I'll do one more battle. It's 4th or... Yeah, we'll kind of see what's going on. I really hate that it's, hello, you want to... No, I don't do trophies. It's just too much of a time sink. Takes way too long. Let me do... Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I hate trophies and achievements. I've never cared about that stuff, ever.
Lord Sakai.
And then that's kind of like a cool lore spiritual thing. You know, the wind? Remember how I told you you swipe on the touchpad and you make the wind blow? And it's actually the spirit of your father who's deceased, who's guiding you in your path. So when you choose a location to go to, his spirit helps you. It's kind of cool. Little subtle things like that when you know it makes it pretty neat. You want to be going for the oh, yeah, sorry, I've already answered that. Yeah, it's not that they're not fun, because they give you something to do. I think they're great. I just don't have time for that. Angel Monteverde says, F you. Did your keyboard stutter? Or is that just, you know, because you're a little afraid of saying the real word? Come on, get it off your chest. Speak your mind. We don't need to talk in acronyms here. Put your big boy pants on or whatever and say what you're thinking. I wouldn't say really. I've had a few questionable experiences in my life, but I don't know what I would exactly label them as. Alright, where the hell am I? F-U-N. Fun! Is that what you were trying to say? You're trying to say that this is fun? I'm waiting for it because there's trolls that come in here. Why, like every good game, is on the PS4? Well, that's kind of what I say, no offense. Alright, here we go. Let's try to get a couple of kills here before I have to go. No one saw that. Oh, really? Also, do you know there's a Marvel's Avengers games? I do. I just haven't looked much into it. I don't know much about it, if it's like an open world game or something, or what the story is with that. Oh, he's angry now. Ah, those stupid archers. Can't block two people at once. See, just a couple hits and they're dead. Holy shit. They're deadly. Watch this now. Bam! Heavenly strike. See, that was intense. Or at least for me, that was intense. Because I really had to try. I couldn't just run in there and mash the buttons or I would have died. I'm not used to so much stuff going on in the chat. So the Marvel game, I talked about that. Third-party games are the best on Xbox One. Well, that's subjective, right? I can do without the Xbox games. But like I said, I've got Forza Horizon, Halo on my PC because of Xbox Play Anywhere games. So I don't actually need the Xbox console to enjoy those games. But it's a long story. From Roy, you died several times, almost, as a kid, yeah. On Xbox, it's $100. Not here in Europe, combo with Xbox Pass. Kind of kid who don't really aware of my surroundings. Oh, sleepwalk a lot, yeah. I'm playing The Walking Dead right now. Now, The Walking Dead, is that the Telltale game? I still can't get over how good this game looks. At least I think it looks good. Like, it's just... I think they're okay. For the genre of game, I think Telltale games are cool. They're just not quite my thing. Again, there's only 24 hours in a day, so... I still haven't reached my destination. My goodness. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not that I don't like them. It's just sometimes I just don't bother getting into them. I'm so limited with my time that I'd rather like invest it in some other games and stuff. Because I also play guitar. I try to work out a little bit. I play different games on different consoles. I've got World of Warcraft that I'm trying to manage my character. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's just one of those things where it's like I could play all these other one-off games, but then I would take time away from other things I want to focus on. So again, you really got to be strategic on lethal. All right. Are you kidding me? I shot the effing post. And now he blew the horn. The whole neighborhood's aware of my existence. Shit. Oh, wow. Look at all those people. I think you would enjoy World of Tank Warship. There are games you can play a few battles and take a break. Yeah, it seems like fun. I just missed the old Battlefield. With the tanks and all that. Call of Duty doesn't really have any of that stuff much unless you play like Ground War. That's why I like Battlefield games like Battlefield 1, the one that came out a few years ago, or even Battlefield 5. There's tanks, there's airplanes, there's infantry, you know? It's I like that balance. Well, I guess that person never had anything else to say, by the way, the person that I thought was a troll. Right. Yeah, I kind of seen it, and I was just like, eh. I barely have time for World of Warcraft, and that's like my crack. One of my favorite games in the world. What's that bucket on your head? Really? 3 arrows? There, right in the head. Now, I'm just curious about something. Are you guys... Yes, you can see other people's chat, because I've seen people within the chat talk amongst themselves. Well, a person came in and said the letter FU. Haha. Pretty sure I know what that meant. And then they said the letter N. And I'm like, I know what they're doing. Like, I know what they were trying to do, but they didn't go to the next step. How come I can't jump off? There we go. Ah, not that. Oh, this is too much. This is why you're supposed to, like, lethally attack some of them. Come on, quick, 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 quick. Wow, this is insane. But it's so tense, though. I love it. I really got to get rid of that stupid archer. There, one hit. Get out of here. Really annoying. Lay off the protein shakes there. Line up. Pick a number. Oh, that was not good. The Heavenly Strike. You see that? That was pretty sweet. That Heavenly Strike where it kind of gets all, like, mythical. Ah, I screwed that up. Again, the parry window, the time for you. Okay, I'm dead. My goodness. Yeah. But I like it, though. It's interesting. Like I said, I could have wiped these guys out no problem on easy, maybe medium. But on lethal, like I said, I really like that whole thing where you're also more lethal. So if this was on easy, I actually wouldn't have killed them as quickly. See what I mean? They would have survived longer. So they actually die quicker. That's just, I just love it. Smile. Right in the bum. That's it, you're done. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, I ruined it. Quick. And I also have different stances. I keep forgetting about that. The wind stance, the moon stance, and they're all good against different things again, depending on what you're doing. So that's kind of really neat. These are good against brutes. These are good against people with shields, people with swords, and people with spears. It gives you a little drawing on the side so that you remember what those stances are good for. So I think they did a good job with this game. Oh yeah, then there's the poison stuff. That's right. Except, yeah, I ran out of poison darts. And hallucination darts. And you make them attack each other. Oh, it's pretty amazing. Anyhow. Let's get into this. Whoops. But yeah, even like the weather and... like, wow. It's incredible. It's definitely quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite games for like that typical open world. Because it's not just running around killing stuff. There's a story, memorable characters, and the combat, I think, is really well done. You can really pick your level of difficulty and really cater it to your liking. And not all games do that, like I said. Oh. Well, I wouldn't go as far as calling me an archer, but... oh, he blew himself up. That's hilarious. I'm just not good at parrying. Yeah, I gotta take care of him first. Because he's annoying. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy should be fairly easy to take out. Yeah. You're the one I want to take. Oh, I can't heal. Uh-oh, I'm in big trouble now. Oh! And the final hit. Ah, that was intense. Or at least for me it was. Actually, did I clear the area? I did. Poof. And it opened up the fog of war for that whole area. Nice. Hey, Felix. How's it going? So I cleared the camp. Wow, that was something. Yeah, this is definitely a game that I will be playing post, the story. Not too bad. Just relaxing, getting ready for supper slowly, but just enjoying a little bit of action with a game that I can actually, do okay at. Call of Duty. Oh, look at all those birds in the background. That is so cool. And then the lightning and all that. Just like watching the birds dynamically flying around. I was kind of tempted to play Call of Duty again for a bit, but like I said, depending on the map, I still can't get over the way the game looks. Even the lighting. Absolutely insane. Actually, I can do something like this. I could just save it as a screenshot, or technically I can just do this. Now I can move it away like that, see? And I can make my own thumbnail for the game. That's what's cool about a lot of these things, see? See how I changed it from none to vivid? Look how it makes the colors pop out. That's the whole point. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think so. See, hide like that. See, then I could do this. Save screenshot. It's incredible, but yeah. Yeah, this game is definitely pretty crazy. And again, I could see myself post-story. I guess I'll just walk towards here just to unlock a little bit of the whatever. I could see myself like post-game just running around fighting. I'm going to put on my traveler's attire because I'll unlock 30% more Fog of War if I do that. Then you got the horse. Oh, there's a bear. Forget that. Stay away from the bear. Which one do you prefer? Bright sun, rain with thunder? Yeah, well, I mean, this game is more relaxing than Call of Duty. I mean, I just like Call of Duty because it's quick-paced, fast-action game. It's more stressful in that I actually have to try really hard to even be half decent. It's kind of hard to say. I kind of like a mixture of this, where it's still kind of bright. I could still see what's going on. It's not nighttime with some thunder and rain. I'm not one for clear skies. A clear blue sky is just boring and ugly. I like clouds, a mixture of gray clouds, some white clouds, a little bit of blue sky. Preferably the sun hiding behind the clouds. That's always nice. Like right now, I'm looking outside. Some blue skies, some gray clouds, clouds of all colors. It just adds more contrast to the sky. Earlier this morning, it was just blue. There wasn't a cloud in sight and a big beaming ball of fire in the sky. Not really a pleasant thing. Well, that person's seen better days. It's been raining here on and off all day. Actually, it is raining right now. Yeah. So it kind of almost looks like this in real life. But yeah, I'll do one more. There, I'll do that one spot there, and then I think I'm gonna slowly get ready for supper there. I got another couple of videos on that skateboarding game that I have to upload to YouTube. So I'll work on that. Oh, we got a fox den. These are nice. You got the little jumping fox. I love these. Then you can hear them do whatever that sound is that they do. But yeah, the weather system in here, it's just insane. I still can't get over it. Oh, he's over there. Then he brings you to a place, a shrine to honor. And then you can pet the fox. Not too sure how realistic that is, but... Yeah, foxes. I've seen a lot of foxes in real life. I've fed a few. They're almost like a mixture between a ferret, a dog, and a cat. Rolled into one animal. Oh, nice. But you see how it quickly cleared up there? Well, sort of. Yeah, it's just wild. It's amazing, eh? What lighting, ambient occlusion can do, and chromatic aberration and all that fancy stuff. That can really make a massive difference to a game. This game and Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC and console can almost trick you into thinking you have HDR. It really could. So how good this game looks in Red Dead Redemption 2 on Ultra is essentially what HDR can almost make any game look like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I don't even want to say how many hours I've streamed today, on and off. It's been a bit of a special day. But it's fun, like I said. I do get more views on my live streams than I do just like posting a regular upload of a video, right? I just want an MMO that looks like this. Yeah. An MMO with this type of setting would be cool. The main thing, and I talked about this before, that one of the biggest things I love about this game, too, is the attitude, eh? Oh yeah, retail WoW looks good. For sure. It's the attitude in this game. It's different, you know, the vibe, the atmosphere. It's all about, like, respect and, you know, sure, there's killing and slaughtering, but there's still, like, honor type thing, right? Sure, I love games like Grand Theft Auto 5, don't get me wrong, but when it's always the same frickin' bullshit, the same attitude, the same atmosphere, the same vibe, it's not original anymore. You know? Like, I mean, like I said, long after I'm done playing this game, oh yeah, I could see myself just walking around trying to find some new spots to do some photo shoots like this. You know what I mean? Take a picture, whatever. Do like a little collage. Play around with some thumbnails from my YouTube channel. It's, I could see myself doing that a lot. It's almost going to be like I'm almost going to turn this game into like a sandbox game of my own. First things first, let me save the game. That would be good. I mean, it auto-saved, but yeah. And again, that's just a small part of the map. Like, this entire time I've been playing. I've only been in this small section here. Well, there's all of that there. There's that small part here. I still have to uncover all of this. Like that border where you see the little bit of the shading. That's the border of the map here. And then there's still all of this. And no two areas look like super identical, if that makes any sense. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Is it always night? No. No, I found a work... Oh, look at those birds. I love that. Because that's not scripted, eh? That's dynamic, by the way. Those birds are... It's dynamic. It could happen at any time, any place. Look at that little frog there. All the little attentions to detail. Anyhow, before I stop this, if I fast travel around, especially to a further location, it'll advance time and it could potentially change the weather. So that's pretty neat. Like, look at that. Different area. The trees look a little bit different. Now it's getting more into nighttime. There's all those birds again in that distance. That is so cool. Or whatever it is that's flying around over there. It's pretty wild. Now, if I go back to where I just was, which I believe was somewhere roughly around here. Where the hell was I? I think it was right here. It's not a cheat. It's more of exploiting the way the system is, and I made a video on that. See, now it's really nighttime. Wow, look at that. I never thought looking at a moon on a cloudy day would be exciting. But see, this is where if you do the photo shoot thing, vivid, black and white, vintage, storm, autumn, like you can just do so much, it's insane. And when you do this, the other thing that's cool is the time of day. So I could change the time of day in my screenshot if this is the perfect location, but I just want it to be, you know, at a different time. I can do that, see? It's pretty wild. Like, it's just nuts. Then I could change the weather. I can make it clear, because that's what a clear night would look like, obviously. But right now it's foggy, but it just looks so cool. Yeah, the fog, heavy fog. So there's even a difference between these two. Then there's a sunbreak, there's an overcast, rain and snow, heavy rain and snow, and thunder. Like, it's all about options, right? The more options you put out there. Anyways, it's pretty wild. So if I'm here and I don't like nighttime, I can go somewhere that's not too far away. I could shoot across, advance time, then go back and it'll be daytime. Because there's a lot of games that actually allow you to fast travel. Or, sorry, to change the time of day. Like within the game, like your Assassin's Creed, you can just meditate, change the time of day. The Witcher, see? Now we're closer in the daytime. It's still foggy there, but now it's daytime. Yeah. Anyhow, so that's that. Look at all those birds. So I'm just so taken by that, eh? Like even the way the fog goes across. It almost looks like real fog. And then the lighting, the reflection. Oh, and another thing. My stream is actually on the lowest quality there is. Because I have it so that the interaction from when I speak to the time you get it, there's no delay, so we can almost have like a real-time interaction. So if I ever had it on the worst one, there's almost like a 20 or 25 second delay. Like, I mean, look at that. That's just crazy. Anyhow, I could go on all day. Yeah, it would be interesting. I don't know if there's any monuments or castles in this game that are based on real life, but I don't know. I am not too sure. I'll save it again, I suppose. But yeah. No, it's pretty neat. For sure. I may have another quick couple of minutes. Really quick to do something random. But I do really gotta get going real soon. I wanted to show Piorum. I don't know, but I expect they are mainly from... Yeah, probably some type of representation. See, for... I wanted to do something really quick. So this is now my main character. You'll recognize the name. Oh, I almost did it again. I almost did it again. There we go. Yes, I have. Mad Max I thought was a good game. So that's my Zandalari troll. pure. But I wanted to show people this really quick before I do go. The difference between... Yeah, oh yeah, Mad Max I thought was well done for a video game. Games based on a movie usually don't do too well or too good, but it was a good one. What did I want to show you really super quick? Come on now. Oh, there. So this is retail World of Warcraft on ultra settings. Now, obviously you can't fly in classic World of Warcraft. But I can turn myself... Yeah, but I'm going to the hinterlands, and I'll tell you why. Because you're right, with classic WoW, even though it's the original graphics, it's not the enhanced graphics. Anyways, just kind of get a gist for it there for a minute. You kind of look around, look at the wolves, look at the grass. If you can kind of remember that detail. It's got its own unique... Well, it's its own unique engine. That's why it looks like nothing else. It's its own literal engine. So this is the hinterlands. Now, if I do this, and I quickly do that... would you hurry up? Yaman, don't be shy. Okay, that was terrible voice acting. But you could already see, I mean, yes, this is a regular troll and not my Zandalari. But you can already tell that, you know, it's older, it's more dated. But everything's on max again. I'm in the same area, but we've gone back in the past 15 years. The same area. Now, I can't fly. But when... This is the exact same area now. Same time of day, same everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Guild Wars looks nicer. But look at that. That doesn't look terrible. Later, Penguin. Thanks for stopping by. But you see what I mean? Like, look at that. That doesn't look terrible. Now, there is a difference. But I don't look at this and go, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not that bad. I just can't fly, because that didn't exist back then in this game. This game will take your soul and everything else. But yeah, it's pretty nice. There's more people, and there's only two places people can go. The Eastern Kingdoms or Kalimdor. Well, sorta, kinda, not really. Things with, like, lighting... I think there was a few subtle things they did. But they did say to preserve the authentic look and feel of Classic, that they were not going to use upgraded graphics. Because over the course of time, graphics have gotten better. Yeah, I think there's certain little things, like I would have to look at real footage from back in the day in 2004, 2005. But yeah, for, you know, this game right here, I mean, this was first originally created, like the World of Azeroth was created nearly 20 years ago. Like, Alpha came out in April of 2003 for people to test. And the game was already out for a couple of years before that. So, I mean, to me, it's still pretty incredible. Like, yeah, sure, it's dated, but more people can play the game now, too, at higher resolutions. Seeing now that we were just there in Classic, I'm going to go take a look at the water real quick. Yeah, I remember that computer. Yeah, see? Sky looks about the same. I'm just going to head over to the water really quick there. But yeah, we're definitely on the slowing things down where I'm going to disappear and then I'll come back a little bit later. But yeah, there's a lot of appeal to retail, you know, over classic and then vice versa. It's really all about what you're looking for out of a game. Yeah, see, water doesn't look much different 15 years later. Mind you, in parts of the old world, they didn't really do much to the older content. Like, they didn't redo these leaves here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to seriously go in a minute there. Some of the newer zones do look a little bit nicer, though. Like, some of the leaves and stuff will look a little bit cleaner than this. Like, if you zoom right into that, I mean, let's be real, that looks awful. Like, what is that? But 15, 16, 17 years ago, you weren't supposed to really be able to get up that close to a tree because you couldn't fly. The idea is that it looked nice from far, but far from nice, and you would just kind of like roll by and, oh yeah, it looks cool, and move on your merry way, and that would be it. It's coming out. Yeah, was just waiting for Gathering of War material. Yeah. You could have your chance to become a Scarab Lord. But see, this is literally the same spot. So there's a lot more leaves nowadays. There's a lot more of this. A lot more leaves and grass. The texture's a little bit more refined, but this is literally the exact same spot I was just on retail. And there's a difference. Like, there's more variety to the ground there apart from the clutter. The water does look nicer. There's more... Oh yeah, the water does look nicer. There's more, like, there's just more to it. Yeah. But it doesn't look bad, though. That was the whole point. The classic game doesn't look terrible. Like I said, I don't go from this game to the old one, the classic, and go, ugh, I can't do this, you know? Like, it's not that bad. Yeah, sorry, I gotta get going. Supper is going to be ready soon. And don't forget, this is one of those rare inns. See? How I'm rested right away? As soon as you walk in, it starts to flash because I'm rested for rested XP. But in Classic WoW, did you know that in order to get the rested XP, you actually have to go all the way back here? And they never fixed it, even in Classic WoW. They never fixed it. So a lot of people come in and they're like, what the hell's with this inn? I can't even, like, get rested XP. And they never changed that. They literally stuck to keeping it original the way it was. Just little weird pieces of information like that I know that's completely useless. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things, but it's pretty decent. It's not 100% a carbon copy of Classic WoW, but it's like 99%. It's pretty damn close. Anyhow, I gotta go. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll probably be back in a little bit. About an hour and a half or two-ish. And we'll see what's going on from there. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I shall be back soon. Bye for now.